Hi folks, Pat Dagley here for the Laker News. We're in Greenwich awaiting the federal election results for Kings-Hants.
This is an opportunity to thank each and every one of you who is in the room, and of course the thousands who are at home watching the results come in here tonight. But I have to start with the thank you that is most important to me, and that of course is my family. Because public life, of course, is a privilege. It's an absolute privilege to get to represent people, to advocate for them, to sit in Parliament. It's something I don't take lightly. But with that privilege comes a burden. And the burden, of course, is sometimes the weight of those decisions. It's the weight of trying to get things done, and when it is not always easy, but it's the weight of spending a lot of time away from home if you want to do the job the right way. And you know, you're not always the best husband, you're not always the best son or grandson or nephew, whatever the case may be. And before I go any further, I just want to start by saying to my lovely and beautiful wife, Kimberly, thank you so much for to each and every candidate that put their name forward across the country, but notably here in Kings-Hants. So to our candidates who put their name forward here in Kings-Hants, to their volunteers who believed in their party and their candidate, I think we should give a big round of applause because it's important. Sometimes it's easy to be complacent as Canadians, isn't it? We're a big country, we're proud of our regional identities, we're proud to be Nova Scotian, same way that they're proud to be Albertan and proud to be British Columbia, but one thing that is so crucial is that we unite in this moment right now for Canada. And if there is one silver lining to the ridiculousness that we've seen south of our border, to the chaotic world that we're living in, is I do think that right now more than ever Canadians are united and focused on how we can build a strong and united Canada together and in the days ahead. And I can tell you that we should all feel good, by the way, when we go home at night as Liberal supporters about the work that our government has done over the last 9 years, and God willing, if this all works out tonight, over the next 4 years, to introduce the programs that matter to everyday Canadians. Whether or not that was a Canada Child Care program, the Canada Child Care benefit, dental care, pharmacare. These are the things that when you go around in the riding and you knock on the doors and you see the day-to-day life of our people here at Kings-Hants, these are the programs that we should all be proud of regardless of what station we call in life, regardless of the income that we have or what our good fortune is in life. We should be proud as Canadians that we have those programs in place, and our Liberal government and your support is making sure they're protected here tonight. But look, this is going to be a challenging next few months and years because we are living in an uncertain world, and that has become the barometer of what this election was all about. Who do you trust in an uncertain world? And of course, we're going to win this referendum tonight on that. We won it here in Kings-Hants, we're going to win it across the country. But I think it's important for me to be able to talk about what I'm going to do on your behalf in Ottawa, what my intentions are. And look, I think first of all, it's working for everyone. It's working for everyone. Yes, I am proud, whatever the result is going to be tonight, of the people that stepped up and put a name behind my name and the Liberal Party. But there are people that didn't do that. And my commitment to you publicly, and if we're recording this here today, is that I, as the Member of Parliament for Kings-Hants, don't just work for the Liberals who supported me. I will work for every single person who needs my help and who cast a ballot tonight, because that's what it's all about. That's what we do in Canada. We work for the people every single day. Where's my farmers out there? Maura, you were asking everyone to raise their hand. Where's my farmers? I see a few in the back there. Farmers for Kody, they're there. I am deeply proud to represent a riding that, if we're being honest, agriculture is the foundation of the economy here in the Annapolis Valley and in Hants County. And we are very fortunate to have producers that wake up every morning to put good quality food on our table. It's something that I know Canadians are proud of. At the height of the pandemic and following, for the first time in many generations, Canadians were saying, oh, I didn't actually realize that's who produces my food. That's the food security we need. And when the chips are down, these are the guys and gals that we need. And my commitment, as you know, certainly if the Prime Minister keeps me in this role, but even if he doesn't, I will be fighting every single day for our farmers here in Kings-Hants, whether it's supply management or our exporting commodities, because they are foundational to the economy here. We have to step up for them. We have to be there to support them, and I will be doing that every single day in Ottawa. So I've probably gone on too long, but I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's celebrate tonight. Let's have the drinks. Let's mix and mingle. Let's bring together as a community. But the work starts tomorrow to make sure we can build a better Canada. And that is collectively, that's not just my job, that's our job together. We're going to do it. Let's go have a good night. Thanks, everyone.
Congratulations, Kody, on winning your third term as a MP for Kings-Hants.
Thank you, Pat.
With the result tonight, it means third term, and also it seems like a strong mandate from the residents. What does it mean to you?
It never gets old having the opportunity to have the privilege of serving in Parliament and to earn the trust of my constituents. And I haven't seen all the poll-by-poll results. It's been a blur basically once you get declared. But look, I never take it for granted one day that I get to sit in the House of Commons and represent the good people of Kings-Hants. So I feel really good about it.
All right. How do you work with and for all residents, regardless of who they voted for at the ballot box?
Well, one thing I do want, I said in my remarks tonight, but I want to reiterate on your interview here, is that I want to thank all the candidates who put their name forward. Democracy relies upon people who want to step forward to be part of something bigger than themselves. And to all the candidates that put their name forward here in Kings-Hants, I want to say congratulations on a successful campaign. Thank you to the volunteers of the other campaigns who were involved, because again, where would we be without volunteers who step up? I always say it every election, but I'll reiterate it again this time, is and this is something Scott Bryson said the same thing, is you serve the entire constituency, you serve every single one of them. That should be intrinsic, but just in case people are wondering, it's not just about serving those who voted for you, it's about serving the entire constituency. So I look forward to that. I think it's being accessible. I think it's being active in the communities. It's being willing to listen and have hard conversations, even if a constituent may disagree with a policy decision of government, but it's trying to be a receptive voice out there.
Pretty good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, we obviously in the old O, we had almost, I think, 250, 300 people. So lots of energy in the room, and this time we chose to do it in Kings County. The last two were in Hants County, but to my friends and supporters back home in Hants County, which would cover a little bit more of the Laker, thanks for all your support, and very proud to be from Hants County.
And right now it's looking like it could be a Liberal government with the polls what they are, so what are your thoughts?
Yeah, obviously that's a quite dramatic turnaround. I mean, Pat, 6 months ago, people were saying and suggesting that the Liberal Party would be decimated. So the fact that we may form government tonight, I think, is a testament to the leadership of Mark Carney. It's also the testament to, I think, his vision and his stability and leadership in a world that is frankly chaotic, particularly with what we're seeing from President Trump in an uncertain geopolitical world. So I think it's a tremendous success. I want to go see the advance poll when that comes in to see where we're landing. Obviously, I think the goal coming into the night was a majority government, but at the end of the day, forming government and allowing Mr. Carney to continue to bring his acumen to bear is something that I think is a big win for us.
As Kody was re-elected as king, the celebration here at the Old Orchard is on. And the Laker News in Greenwich.